guys? Welcome back to Dowsay. This is episode number 7.
Yes, it is.
Lucky number 7.
Siete.
This one look like them living.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for the new subscribers we got.
A lot
people
of them
commenting. Like, we've been getting mad love, Queen. Like, it's some.
I love it.
Good
I love
energy
to
over
see
here.
it. I love it.
Can't replace it. All right, so back again. Like I said, episode number 7. It's your girl Barbie Doll Diva. Your girl
Queen.
Brother with a camera.
behind the camera.
As always.
We love it.
But shout out to all the new subscribers. I would like
Absolutely.
call y'all by name, but it's just too many of y'all. But
Yeah.
we appreciate
Doing
all
big
y'all for
things out here. We
subscribing.
appreciate y'all.
We trying to do big things that go on. But I do got shout outs from at least commenters from the last episode.
Okay.
So we gonna go and shout out the Vibery.
Hey, girl.
Okay.
That's her YouTube
You are
name.
a vibe.
We got beautiful Ifraj. I think it's IFRAJ. I think it's an I. I mean the L.
Hey,
Or I.
girl.
It's an I. So
Hey, girl.
beautiful Ifraj.
Hey, beautiful.
Natalie is back, of course.
Hey, girl.
We got Shy Girl Complex.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
We got Honest Girl B Lemon.
Honest girl B. Lemon.
I'm going to give her some of this
Lamont.
because she...
Yeah.
We got some
shout
fans.
out.
We got some fans like
We got-
Beyonce. I feel like. And Honest Girl B, we rocking with you all day.
And then
What's up?
Last but not least, we have Diamond Mayer.
Let's go, Diamond.
Diamond wasn't feeling you from that last episode when you said that people in the army aren't humans.
That's how they treat him, though. That's
But
a fact.
Diamond's in the army. She's
So
no
she
joke.
know what is she in though? She know damn well they tell her to go do something. She gotta go do it pretty
in
much for the
army.
most part. I'm just saying that's how the army work. It's like it's like
But
being.
you
But
said
she's
they're not
going to
human.
need you to
They're
put some
disciplined.
respect on her career.
But we was
That's
talking
it.
about what vaccines, right?
Oh, yeah.
If they tell you guys to get a vaccine, what you gonna do? You say no?
Well, that's like jobs too.
No, but in the army is different because you don't want to get dishonorable discharge for not listening. That's worse than like being a felon almost. That's like being traitor to the country. So I wouldn't be disrespectful. I'm just saying that's how they operate. Anyway.
Yeah, we gonna
You don't
leave
get
that.
paid
I'm
either
sorry,
if you
Diamond. I
get
love you, baby.
dishonorable
I love you,
discharge,
baby.
right?
Thank you.
But anyway,
Yes.
what y'all got for right now? Well, I do got a reaction for these fresh and fit niggas again.
A reaction for Fresh and Fit. Again.
So another clip that went viral that same day actually was about colorism and how they don't date black women. But I'm gonna just let them speak for themselves. So y'all,
Why would
y'all
you be?
can-
You see me? Look, here's my reaction already. Why you setting us up before we even get started?
Now, can we make something clear?
Go ahead.
A blind reaction video, meaning we did not see this. We do not know what we're about to watch.
Oh,
Right.
don't worry
So
about that.
we're reacting to what we're
They
seeing.
didn't. They thought I unfairly set the clip up last time to make Fresh and Fit look bad. But listen, dog, it is. What
I
it
mean,
is.
I guess that's what reaction videos do. Because you don't watch the whole video. You only watch a certain clip.
no true. But I'm just saying.
I'm gonna need y'all to just vibe with Dowsay and let us do what we do. We're reacting, and y'all react with us.
react. Right.
I mean,
React
you
with
gotta
us.
think
Y'all
of
more
it,
than welcome to react
especially
with
for
us.
people who are just watching it like we're watching it, never seen the clip before either. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel this way just watching it out of nowhere.
You got to figure there's a lot of the fans that probably watched it, and so they a little bit biased anyway. But I mean, it is what it is. We appreciate.
Okay,
we
biased
appreciate.
fans.
We do. We really
listen,
do.
I appreciate the viewers.
The good,
Honestly,
the bad, and the ugly. Let's get
like
it.
I said last time that both parties was wrong, but he was too emotional, but she was a little ignorant. But it was both things. But it's what it is. But this shit right here, though, I'm gonna just put it on.
Oh,
All right,
God.
let's go.
So y'all ready?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Tr- trigger warning. So
Let me make sure my edges laid before they flip up on this shit.
God.
No one bats an eye when women say I want a man that's 6 feet tall, makes a certain amount of money, blah, blah, blah. Those are considered preferences. But if I say, hey, man, I don't date black girls like that. Oh, God.
You hate black women.
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
My mom's black, your mom's black,
Yeah.
my sister's black. Like, bro, we just have a preference.
If we hate a black woman, would we bring African American women and black women on the show?
Okay, but
all the time.
the question.
Let me finish.
Okay.
We would
please.
not if we had an issue
Excuse
with
me,
them.
can you pause this?
Our dating preferences
Hold up.
are our preferences. Just like you have the prerogative as a woman to date a man that makes a certain amount of money, a height, income, whatever it is, no one bats an eye. We are free to choose who we want to hook up with and date. Like, what the hell? Like, there's nothing wrong with having preferences.
All right, go ahead. There's more though. But go ahead.
Okay.
Respond
You
to
could
that
just
so
let
far.
it play. I'm over the
Nah,
feeling.
nah,
I had it like an instant reaction.
because the trigger warning comes at the end.
Yeah, just play it.
No,
I'm fine.
I don't have anything bad. to
Yeah,
say
I
because
was
it's
getting ready
true.
to just react on his
I feel like
demeanor.
everybody
Like
got
he just be
preferences.
shutting chicks up. Like sup with the bull. But
No, but
okay.
she did interrupt him while he was talking.
All
In
right.
his defense, he was
All right,
getting
so
ready to say
here's
something.
here's the second.
Do not defend him, bro. But
It's
okay.
not that I'm defending him, but he was saying something, and then
But nah, here go the second part of the
she
clip
did
though.
cut in.
Second part of the clip.
I do that too.
It's funny, I never used that one, bro.
What about the black dating app called Black?
Oh, it's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah, like
that's what they called it.
It was him. He got a private page. That's he told on himself. He just told on himself.
Sometimes if they're Redbone, but like in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark.
When you ready for us to come sit on your show and chew your ass up, let us know.
Just keep it real.
But
I don't really date black girls. It's not because like most black girls are like annoying. How to put this ratchet, and they don't know how to like be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You are not the stereotype. You are.
You see. So this nigga, they go to try to paint it as like, oh, we got
now
preferences.
which one? Now let me say something. Which one just said that? The real crunchy black one?
Yeah, the one from he's from Barbados.
Okay.
oh man,
Jesus
that
Christ.
is crazy. Like
I can honestly say, I would like to say, as a reaction watching this shit, I have never dated outside of black men. Not that it is a strong preference.
Right.
It's just never happened. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how to, like, I'm not saying I could look at a Spanish guy like I want to bag him. I mean, I think the niggas is fine. I just never had a chemistry with one to go into a relationship or any other race, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, and in their defense, you know what I'm saying? I think you just go with what you're comfortable with.
So here's the problem. So you have preference, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example,
that's what I was getting ready to say.
For example, I never dated a white girl, and I don't see it happening, right? But here's the issue. I don't go around saying white girls are trash or white girls act a certain way. The problem is you can have preference and say like I'm not into that, but when you get on the end talking about you can date a bunch of Shaniquas and black girls,
like
nobody wants to date Myrons with long snuffleupagus noses and corny white boy demeanors.
But he wasn't even
fucking degenerate.
Listen to the
He
point.
wasn't even the one going
I would
in
never
that
fuck him.
hard.
He has no swag.
But that ain't the point.
Call me Shaniqua.
The point
You're
is,
Myron.
The point is, it's no longer a preference when you have to trash a race or trash whatever it is to make your preference look better. If you got a preference, that's fine.
Right.
But your preference should not be based on a stereotype. Like you're saying,
correct.
You're saying all black girls are ignorant. Like what? No, they're
Your
not.
mom's
Every last
ignorant.
one.
All right, relax.
I'm literally not calling out his mom.
We don't know his mom.
No. I'm not trying to say his mom. What I'm saying is if his mom is African American, she's ignorant. If he
based on what he's saying.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not calling nobody's moms no names. And to be honest, I wouldn't even say I wouldn't fuck with a nigga like him, but he just the type of, arrogant ass, prick ass, wannabe white black guy, Uncle Tom ass that would turn me off.
So
and I don't like that.
He's Sudanese. So what are they like? He's African, but are they like,
That's
are they more like Arabic or are they more African? I don't know.
I could
That's
never
more
see an
like the
African
Arabic
talking
side
about
of-
other African Americans, so I just
I
don't
mean, they
feel
do.
none of it.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
The other one,
But he's literally
see that
saying
one?
black women are trash. It's a difference.
other one said that.
Black
That wasn't
women and
even Myron.
African American women
wait a
are
minute.
black women.
Myron didn't
Period.
say that. That was the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
He said some shit in the beginning too.
They
though.
both-
He said, I don't
do
date
it.
black women. This one said, yeah, because they're ratchet and they're this,
Right,
that, and the third.
You talking about the flat, fat black bull right there?
I'm talking about the one that look like this microphone.
Fat as hell.
He said
Yeah,
it.
he's from Barbados.
Lord,
he got
I
a,
don't
and he got
care
a
where
crazy
he's
stuttering
from.
problem too, which is funny.
Damn,
Damn, the nigga the stutter. How you want the pussy? What she say?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
What
that.
Nikki say?
Nothing.
I agree with
We not stutter
with
shaming.
y'all on this one as far as having a preference.
Yeah, having
It's
a preference is
definitely
cool.
okay to have a
Right.
preference. Some people might be like, listen, I don't really like darker guys, or
Right.
I prefer lighter guys. But when you sit there and target a whole race,
Exactly.
Right, it
Black
becomes more than a
women.
preference. It becomes that you're
It is some
racial.
very
You're a
sweet-
racist,
Right.
and I say that because I was even going to ask you as
Racist
a topic,
to your
like,
own harm.
what
Come
type of man, like not just what you want, but what's your ideal type of man? Because for me, it would be like a David Banner type of nigga. Like I like big niggas. I like big, the big, chest and arms if they big. I like dark men, but I would never turn down like The Rock. It's just that's in my
The
preference.
Rock.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So to deliberately say, black women and this and that, like that's racism.
It is.
And you're a racist. So it takes
colorism.
it beyond
Racist,
anything.
yeah.
and people are racist to their own kind,
Yeah, self-hate.
for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How could another black person be racist to black women? And in your heritage, you don't uplift the black woman?
No, that's why
Wow.
we're so angry. According,
Wow, he's angry because somebody didn't
No,
love
we
him
angry.
correctly.
We angry. Black women are angry and loud and ratchet, and we yell and we holler and we don't know how to express ourselves.
Black
without
women
going through that.
are
That's what they
the
really
most
think.
independent as far as like we don't take shit.
Can I tell you something?
We don't take shit. Like we're one of
And
the
I'm just
races
gonna
where
tap
the
up
white
into
woman, you know,
something
where a white woman, honey, what can I do for you? Oh my God, let me make
Yeah,
you.
but see, hold on, because now you're being stereotypical too. Don't do that.
As far as like, no, I'm serious. I've seen it. Like,
But what I'm saying,
even
listen,
when you're watching the movies.
hold on, because that's not correct. Though. I can't let that fly. Not,
But that's your opinion.
no,
I'm giving mine.
But you're giving a stereotype opinion about black women. That's not true. Not every black woman is the same. Not all the same.
A lot of black women, even the corniest one, is going to defend her. She's going to speak
but
back.
what I'm saying, there's white
obedient black
there's
women.
white chicks that act that way too. What you mean? Like,
Okay, but I'm saying you'll
But
see that
to
more
be
in a
honest with
Caucasian
you-
woman before you'll see it in a black woman.
And not
I'm-
just Caucasian. They're actually kind of more submissive to
But I don't
women.
think it's a
But
black
I
thing,
feel like
what
it's
I'm
because
saying.
they're treated better. I
Correct.
don't
That's
think
all
that
I'm
it's just
saying.
that
You're
they-
not going to get that much submission because, first of all, look at the topic. Y'all don't even respect us like y'all respect them. So why the fuck should we respect them back?
Well, that's because these two are bozos. But
It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? In the conversation, we
Right.
were disrespected.
Right.
Why would we come with anything less than disrespect back?
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
And
just-
that's usually what happens in America and in the world, especially if that's how they view women. That's how they talk and treat women.
Right.
We just watched what happened with Asian. I mean, she was out of place, but she was completely shunned and disrespected because that's how they value the woman. So if you address me with a level of disrespect,
isn't he
I'm
Muslim?
not even meeting you halfway with
I
any
don't
kind of
know.
respect.
I don't know.
I think they said he was Muslim.
You could be. I don't
And
know.
My
you know,
dad's
most
Muslim.
He might have grew
most
up that way.
Muslim men
My
don't
stepdad
really have
is
to
Muslim.
Respect what we are.
I'm not.
Shit.
I'm not Muslim, so I can't speak.
Shit.
I've heard
I
that
believe
from a
they
Muslim,
do.
where
I
they
believe
don't have
they
to
do.
respect all women. They have to respect what is it, Muslimas, whatever they are.
Listen, I don't
Correct.
They have to
If you
respect them.
meet,
They don't have to show us
if you
respect.
really
They're
meet
not
a
Muslim.
thorough Muslim
Oh, 'cause
man
you're not in-
who's
you're not-
knowledge
okay.
in Islam, you will learn that it's not just the Muslimina that he respects and uplifts. It is the woman. It is the woman. I can't even say it's a black
we not-
woman because
we-
it is
We're
Caucasian
not a religious
Muslims.
podcast, so we're not gonna speak on Muslims as a whole. I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not that because there's even white, black, Spanish Muslims. So period, they uplift the woman. I've seen that. I've grew up in a household with that.
I'm just saying
90% of my life.
We're not gonna speak on Muslims. Is all I'm saying.
No, we're not saying anything bad about Muslims.
Either bad or good. That's not what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Correct.
We're not a religious podcast.
You're right. We're not a
But wait,
biased
why we can't speak
podcast.
on
Period.
Muslims,
We
but
just
I
have
can talk
opinions.
about God and Jesus? Why not?
You can talk, but that God and Jesus ain't talking about Christians. That's your personal relationship with God and Jesus.
No, I've done said things about Jesus. That Jesus.
Yeah, but
represents
as far as
Christians,
what
though.
you believe,
No, it's not what I believe because I don't go to church.
I just
then
think
why you
that
talking
a
about God and
person's.
Jesus?
I think that a
Because
person's
Jehovah's Witnesses.
But why are we on this?
Because you're just saying like we can't speak about
Because
Muslims.
people don't want to see you talk about religious. That's just not a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
It's fine. We're having a little quick discussion on it now.
I'm just saying, I don't want to label Muslims as believing a certain thing, and they say you incorrect. Like, I don't know how that works.
Well,
But it's
then
the
that's
same
about-
as the
that's
boy
a-
Myron and the Fast and
Because
Fit
hold on,
guys or
because
whatever, because that's their preference.
Keep it G. You started this conversation saying that Muslims don't gotta respect women. You started that.
I said they don't have to respect women that's not into
All right.
religion.
So if
but that's not a lie. I've heard it from a
Well,
Muslim.
if I'm Muslim watching this and I'm like, that's not true.
then they can comment and
I mean,
let
that's
me know
what
it's
I
not
just.
true.
That-
That's
or
what
that's
I
why-
just
that's
did.
why you just
That's
leave
what
it
this
alone.
podcast
But
is.
it's
She
nothing
gonna
wrong
say
with
hers
that.
and I'm
I
gonna say
told you
mine.
everything is about a learning experience. So if
Yeah.
I'm saying something wrong, please correct me. But I'm only speaking based off a Muslim that I spoke to that said it to me. That's why I asked it. And when somebody commented on the last video and said he's Muslim or whatever, I was
Right.
like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know, I just judged it based off that. Well, that's probably why. But that time wasn't even Myron being that bad. It was the other guy going crazy.
I think
about it.
period is their preference to each his own, and that's where the shit lays. Anything else is biased, racial, and everything else.
I mean, I think they both some square dudes in the first place. I think probably maybe they didn't get no play from black girls. I don't know because
I wouldn't. I could see that.
I can't. So the one dude, the dark skinned dude, so he recently got exposed for he pretty much fell in love with this white girl who's a sugar baby, and DJ Academics kind of exposed him, and
So basically, he funds the white girl.
he's a clown. I ain't gonna front. It is what it is.
I mean, we knew we could see
Why the
all of
fuck
that.
are we
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about
But-
that?
I don't know. I'm just adding that
I
to a little
quit
bit of
it.
insight. That
I
happened.
quit it.
That happened. I mean, so it is what it is.
I quit it.
But
I mean, that's like
I wanted
saying
to go into
I would
the-
never fuck a fat ass black roach like him.
But what I want to go into
That's
is
my preference.
The idea of colorism in general. What is your experiences with that? Has that ever been an issue for you?
I've experienced it from both,
What you mean?
from my own race and outside of it.
Speak on it.
I mean, not that I really even care to speak on it. I really just, it's all about knowing how to deal with it. You know what I mean? I hate the way that they look at melanated people
Right.
the way that they are. Like, in all honesty, are you, what color is this mic?
Black,
And when it's next to you, what color are you?
black.
You black?
I'm brown compared to the Mike
there
Black.
You go.
But
You're not black.
I
You
think
are
we the
brown.
same.
So the fact that they want to identify us with black, and I it's not too many people that even match up with the color black. It's a slavery name that.
That's not true because Michael Blackson is very black. He matches his black ass pants
Michael
all the
Blackson
time.
is very.
But I love him.
Motherfucker.
And guess what?
He's very
the
dark.
black of the berry, the sweet of the juice. Because when it comes to my man,
He's
I kind of like a
melanated.
really dark man. Like
I
I
don't
really
know.
like a chocolate. It's just my
A
thing.
chocolate.
And the chocolate
No,
you
y'all.
are. I'm saying, especially when the motherfucking shape up in there, and you can
Let me
see it
tell you
against the
something about
chocolate. I
melanin.
mean, I'm just saying, it's
If you
it does
melanated
something.
it holds intelligence. Let me tell you that much.
It holds a lot. It holds
A lot.
a lot. I'm not going to keep going, but you know.
All right, well.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't really care to speak on.
Holds
color.
strength,
That's
it
the-
holds power,
that's
and
the-
that's why people try to take it from us.
But that's the gist. So,
And
you
not
know.
just take it from us. What about the ones that don't want it and want to change it?
What you mean?
What about them people?
Oh,
So you
the-
talking about
the
people with this
bleachers.
color that wanted to be
Yeah.
white?
The
the
bleachers, the
bleachers.
Sammy Sosas.
Yeah, them ones.
Look like Dracula.
Yeah.
I would say something else. I'm just
Yes.
scared we're gonna get cancer.
I can take it out. What is it?
The Michaels.
Oh, I mean, that's what it is. That was
well,
was a
according to
self-hate
that
thing.
situation, he didn't want to be white. He
Are you
bleached his
crazy?
skin.
He was a whole
trying
nother
to-
complexion when he came out.
He was
stripped his skin.
unsatisfied with himself.
When he
though.
got burnt up, and he was already unsatisfied with himself.
Okay,
saying.
so I'm
when
gonna
that
go ahead
happened,
and
I think
take that
he
back
had,
in case
he had
I
acne and
didn't
stuff
have
like
enough
that. Like
knowledge.
Yeah.
he was real like self.
Then he got burnt up in a different coloration of
commercial,
skin.
yeah.
He tried to make it all match. He wasn't trying to be a different color. It just
He got
was-
addicted.
Okay,
Yeah.
I really appreciate that because my whole life I was really under that assumption.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us is just the movies we watching and shit we saying. I seen the Pepsi burn up and all that, but I never knew that was the reason that he started undergoing a lot of bleaching and stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it was just
Trying to
rich
even
people
his tone
shit.
out. Yeah.
He had some.
It wasn't that he was trying to change his skin complexion, but
He
you
had
know,
some-
people gonna say
I
the
stand
trolls
corrected.
gonna
Don't
say
y'all asses chew me
whatever
up.
they want to say about him. You know,
All right, well.
leave colorism alone. I don't want to do that.
All right, fair enough. I thought it'd be a good
'Cause I'ma
conversation.
I
call
want to
out
leave
too
these
much.
fast
But-
and not fit guys alone.
What you call them?
Fast and not fit. They ain't even fast. They slow and
fresh.
fat as fuck. That's their name.
I'm crying.
Whatever. I'm sick of them motherfuckers. I'm sick
Crying.
of them. I'm sick of them. I don't like male bashing. I
Hey,
don't
yo.
like arrogance. I don't
Fresh
like
and not
narcissism.
fit.
And I feel like a lot of those categories fit them. So, you know.
Maybe it's just them speaking their truth. I guess.
And I
When
get
we
that.
get on here, we speak our truth. And
Nah,
I
but
get that, but-
no, it's not because you can speak your truth. Once again, it's okay to say you don't date black girls. That's fine.
But you don't have
But
to
you
say
don't gotta-
black girls are
right.
trash.
When you start talking
it
shit-
becomes degrading
Exactly.
at a certain point. And when you
but
come
at
to
what
me,
point
I'm
does
coming
that
back.
not bother you?
What do you mean? What do you
Like
mean?
at what point? Like even hearing them saying that, it was funny to me, but it's not really a trigger for me because
Oh, not me neither. I'm
give-
yeah, I don't care either.
you know, like
It bothers me
you
because I'm
absolutely
looking
right
at a
about
corny
not wanting
ass
to date.
nigga. He just looks corny. Everything about him is corny as fuck. I'm sorry. He looks like he was rejected through his whole life and now he got power and he takes it out on people. I just don't agree with that type of shit. And that shit turns me off. Like, Homeboy is a bad case of revenge of
Yo,
the
that's-
geeks
that's
coming
kinda-
back.
That's kind of. I mean, I find that to be pretty accurate.
Okay.
Assessment.
And the other
Yeah,
old fat
speaking
ass
in
one,
norm.
he can't like black women because we too fine, too much booty, too much sexy,
So
and don't nobody want him. Only the white girls that want his money is going to accept anything he's doing because they will take anything.
All right, we give them too much time. You got topics? If not, I'll pull one out. That's what I do.
pull it. That's what we do.
All right, so check it out.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. What you mean?
I got topics.
Go ahead. What you got?
I got one for you because you
ahead.
done forgot it and it
Go
was
ahead.
your topic.
Go ahead.
What was it?
When you having sex with
Oh
somebody
my gosh. Go ahead.
and then it stops, but then y'all not as frequent as y'all was, but you can tell he been effing somebody else because
Okay.
he don't remember what you like.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby.
And
I've
are
been
we
waiting for
asking?
that.
Are
I
we
mean-
asking brother with a camera?
How you gonna ask me? Huh?
I just want to ask in general.
I'll be
Do you
laying
feel
the pipe.
like if you ain't made it official with somebody, or even if you did, and y'all had a break and came back, whatever the case, you could tell that things are different in the way
What's
they
the-
make.
what's
well,
the-
they
what's
try
the-
to say that they wasn't with another woman.
What's the
and
question,
it's
though?
like absolutely.
I don't really know if it's a question, it's a topic being raised. Like, do you feel like if you want a creep or a sneaky link and they dipping around too much, they possibly forget how to love you? Like, some shit ain't right. The
It
stroke
even gotta
ain't
be a
right.
creep
The
or a
motion
sneaky
ain't
link.
right.
It's just somebody you've been dealing with for a while, and then y'all take a break.
You
and
would
y'all-
have to be. I feel like you would have to like. All right, say I was.
and
with-
not even fully take a break. Maybe just be mad at each other for a little bit. Y'all mad at each other. Y'all talking here and there, but nothing crazy. Nothing been completely cut off. And now this person comes back around, you allow them in your personal space and you being sexually active with them. And you're like, hold up. You had to be messing with somebody else because as long as we were sleeping around, you've never, touched me in those ways. So for you to touch me like that, yeah, you touching me like somebody else, like you touching me like homegirl, like.
I mean, I've
you forgot.
That's happened before when I was with a chick we had broke up and got back together like a year later. Okay. And I remember we slept together and I did some different shit and she was like, "Where the fuck that come from?"
Right. Where you learn that at? Who teaching you tricks?
But then she did some shit too and I was like, hold up.
So let me ask y'all a question. The person can't just want to ante up the situation and show you something different?
It's possible, but I mean, it depends on how far apart the break is. But your thing is, you're saying that you still with the person. Like,
no, I'm just asking a general question. To be honest, no, I'm just asking a general question. Here's the shit. To be honest, when I was just in my relationship, I actually was like getting it in, and I just did a little different move up there because it literally was. You know how you be in the act and you be like, "This shit's so good. Let me dig a little deep and get this shit real quick." And it must have made him bust too fast or something. He was pissed with me, like, what the fuck are you doing new shit for? The fuck is going on? And it literally, I haven't touched nobody. It was just, I'm lying. I did touch somebody.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, Big Dick Daddy. I did, but the thing is, I wasn't moving shit back with Big Dick Daddy. So I literally did not get that from nowhere. It was just
Dick Daddy had
in the heat of the moment, a sensation. And I kind of wanted to dig a little harder, a little deeper.
Ma'am. Big Dick Daddy had them walls prepared for some shit.
So,
the fuck is that?
No, I didn't. Y'all didn't say that. No, but seriously, that really blew my mind because
so you got accused? Like
I got accused. And I got accused. I literally have not been sexing nothing else. I had a Big Dick Daddy instance that one time. Yeah. But when I tell y'all, even if Big Dick Daddy could chime in, I literally laid there like a pillow princess because I was in so much fucking pain. And that's why I spoke on that topic. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel weird that I was really accused.
So you are the prime example of what I'm talking about.
I was accused of some shit that I never did.
And you went back to him and you was whipping and shit.
I didn't,
but what she's saying is
I did.
that she said she really saying she didn't change nothing up. So this does pose.
She did change something
up. I didn't,
though. She said she dug a little bit deeper.
But listen, I done had sex with that man again about 20, 30 times since.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I don't. It was just in the heat of the moment. It was just a feeling that felt good. I went with it. It went a certain way. I'm like,
So wait, this poses the question that let's say you trying to, so let's say you've been with somebody for a minute, right? Say I've been with a girl for a minute, right? So now I don't want shit to be stale, so I'm trying to go find something, learn something new. I might look some shit up, I don't know, and I try it on her, and now she like, yo nigga, where this come from? Who else you been fucking?
Right. That's what I'm saying. How come you can't just want to ante up your sex game? I'm actually also that type of woman. I am the type of woman.
So, I'm trying to pleasure you and keep it fresh. You know,
I will do some shit. I will learn some shit. I will.
How'd that go?
The Kama Sutra. I will restudy that bitch back and forward.
She said restudy.
You know what I'm saying? What's the word we learned last week? Bakake? What's the word?
Bukkake.
Bukkake?
All right, you gotta relax.
I ain't letting nobody bukkake me, whatever that means. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I really am an inventive type of person. If I feel like shit getting weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything. I don't give a fuck if I got to get a little feather and like touch some, just run it down your balls or anything. Don't think, niggas want to think somebody done turned you out.
Kind of balls.
Boy.
The crazy thing is, if I was to fuck somebody else, it would be me doing the weird ass shit because I would be doing some shit on another motherfucker to make them lose their mind. And I'm just comfortable over here doing our routine. Does that make sense?
I'm just listening to you.
Because you don't know what he likes, so you trying different things.
So I just know I'm at the top of my game doing what the fuck I know. I know how to lay that smack down. Right. Whereas this motherfucker comfortable with me, but if I inch a little too, swerve a little too circly, spell out my name or some shit. Who was I fucking? Well, damn. Me.
Well, damn.
I'm an accuser. If you come humping me differently, I'm like, who was you?
You don't like
who
a new
was
thrill?
Right.
Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey, man, what if it ain't broke, but it's boring as hell?
What was it boring for? I'm enjoying it.
I do not like the same shit over and over. Nigga, bend my leg this way one day, put something back there. I don't give a fuck. Don't fuck me for a year straight the same way.
It ain't been a year straight.
I'm speaking on myself.
Sometimes they like to do army crawls and shit like that.
The same strokes and switch, the same stroke, switch again, same stroke, switch.
Some shit I know how to premeditate. Like, all right, 1, 2, 3. All right, you know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, like, hit me with that. What the fuck is this? All right, let me strap on my boots and get ready.
Strap on my boots.
Fight back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's fair to just think a person is.
You always put me in these situations.
I like
what
spicy.
situation you in?
She got to talk nasty. Nasty.
She's too classy for this.
She is nasty.
She's so full of shit tonight.
Quiet freak. That's what it's called. It's a quiet freak.
A quiet freak.
Yeah.
Call it what you want, because you still ain't going to know what the fuck hit you till it hit you, baby. But
She been just dying to get a sex topic off.
we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Yes.
We're going to do it. I'm going to get it off as much as I can. I got to be me.
Sliding them in there. I knew it was coming.
Right.
I thought she was going to say something else.
So
but
we
she
can
said
take
that
your
in
topic
there.
now.
No,
I
now
just want to
we'll
know how
take
y'all felt
on my
on that.
topic now.
Now we'll take your topic.
My shit better be all serious and shit.
But from that to that, man, you got to keep the momentum.
Right. My shit better be all like heavy.
That's how you keep them on their toes. You go back and forth.
All right, guys, we back. I had to take a quick break. You know
Little
me and my
breaky break.
sweating ass.
Her ass over here getting hot and bothered. Hot and
She
bothered,
done put
baby.
me in a hot seat.
I
talking
make
like
you all
that.
hot and bothered.
Lord, pray for me.
I'm just over here listening. But look,
I
all right,
love it. I
Yes,
love
we're
it.
listening.
I got a topic. I shouldn't laugh because this is not funny, really.
Yeah, why are you
Because
laughing?
you ain't
then?
even
Like,
drinking your cup.
This is
Yes,
a
I am. I got to slow sip it.
this is a
You
post,
know I speak too honestly.
You want to share something?
nigga.
Yes.
Sorry.
Rude motherfuckers. Get off my show. No,
Sorry. Sorry.
We're
Hey
outta
yo,
here.
hey yo. So I got this topic that was on online on a page I follow. So I'm gonna read this little paragraph that a chick wrote. It says, "Men talk about the friend zone a lot, but something that doesn't get talked about is the pain you feel as a woman when you realize you didn't have a friend. You had a man pretending to care for you so he could sleep with you."
Absolutely.
Hold on, I don't want to laugh, but first of all, just go ahead, expand on this for me, because I
mean-
got questions. To be honest with you, I got questions.
Ask a question.
So what's the
please.
question? Because I'm like, yeah, I mean,
All right.
if you friend zone them, how did they fuck? That's your bad.
No.
No, you fuck friend zone people.
She's saying that if you're right, facts. So she's saying that if a dude's pursuing you and say you smash, and then I guess he tired, he dip after that.
That's the point. You gotta learn your power. If you gonna friend zone that nigga, friend zone him till he powerless.
No, she's saying how bad that feels as a woman for.
I get that.
So I'm saying like, hold on. So how does that work? Because if you let him smash and you're not getting with him, like at what point is that valid? You feel me?
Exactly what I'm saying. She gave you a double standard because that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. How
there
did
we
you
go.
friend zone him and fuck him? That was on you because you knew where you wanted to
No,
have
but
him.
she's not. She's saying that she was looking for a relationship with this person.
So he friend zoned
So-
her.
He friend zoned her, or he stopped talking to her, or whatever.
He fucked her and stopped. My
Right.
thing is, if I'm a friend zone you,
But who put who in the friend zone? At that point, it's
No. She's saying guys complain about the friend zone, but she's complaining about this. This is something different.
she said like just say you put a guy in the friend zone and he act
dating
like
him.
he cool.
No,
with you.
no, friend zone has nothing to do with
Right.
it. You dating him and you let him smash because you think it's gonna be a relationship,
Right.
and he just cut it off.
But
Right.
that's what I'm confused about because when I say I'm putting somebody in the friend zone, I know I have no motherfucking.
right.
No,
but
I'm
this
not
ain't,
going
but
to
this ain't
fuck with
about
that boy.
this ain't about
No.
the friend zone
Friend-
at all.
you
I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about
No,
as
you know how
making
some
it a
people be
thing.
like-
you know what
you know
I
how
mean?
some
Have you ever had a
like-
dude that was talking to you, right? Mm-hmm. And you was liking him a lot, and he was smashing everything, and then he
Don't
just
think
stopped
nothing
talking
about
to
friend
you.
zone. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. He just stopped talking to you. She's
It's like
nah.
that.
I'm gonna be in trouble again because I feel like I'm in this hot seat and I'm the one who did that.
So you do that, but I feel like women do that all the time. So
Men do it more than
Like
women.
what? Like we
But I
start
think
fucking
I-
a
I
nigga and
think
we
it's-
fuck him and then we just ghost the nigga.
right,
No, we don't.
I think sometimes that happens. With
Men
women.
do that more.
That's fair. I agree. I agree there.
I will say,
But my thing is this: like, at what point am I beholden to you if I'm not that much? Like, if I feel like, all right, I like her, but I don't like that. Like, at what point am I allowed to be like, yeah, I'm not really into you, without me feeling like I'm an asshole? That's my question.
but that goes back to what I said before. I feel like when you dating a man or you talking to a guy or whatever, he already knows from the rip what he see with you, what he want with you, and everything. It don't take him that long to know.
That's not always true.
That's true.
I'm a man. You gonna
That's
tell me?
true. It's
That's not,
true.
That's not always true.
You
The
know
reason
when
why
you
I'm not,
meet a
I'm
woman,
not
you be
gonna
like,
agree with
yeah,
that
she
until
too.
we do our reaction next week.
She too. You be like, she too crazy. I can't mess with her. She's.
But you might learn that more and more as you go out with her. As like you might learn more and more about her. So,
But
it's not always
from
just
the
from
beginning
the rip.
when you meet a person, it's always something that either make you want to pursue them harder or fall back. So you might text her a lot. You might
Right.
not. So with that sign,
But she could do something on day 3 that makes me want to fall back, or day 5. That what do you mean? That's people.
but then you're being very judgmental based off of that. That's not
Everybody's
really giving nobody a
judgmental.
fair-
What you mean is dating?
All right, so how we talking trash about Fresh Fit, but I ain't gonna say it again.
I just feel as though if you didn't want nothing out the relationship and you already made it clear that y'all was friends, whether you fucked or not, whatever happens after that,
But
it's game.
That's why I'm not into just fucking, because fucking brings
She's
emotions.
pretty much talking about
it brings
somebody
too much
leading you on.
emotions. It brings too much
so
emotions.
did she get friend zoned?
I don't know.
Because
Pretty
the
much.
shit is confusing.
Pretty
because
much, she got friend
whether
zoned.
I friend zone you or you friend zone me, the simple fact that we was not saying we go together,
Right.
and we smashed.
Yo, that's my
it's
point.
Free game.
That's my point. If we have no commitment
But
to each other.
sometimes women think that when they dating a guy and they got a vibe and everything going good, and she give him some good coochie.
Right.
Come
now
on,
he's
that's her
gonna
fault.
want-
That's
That's
why it's
ex-
called knowing
That's
the
what
power of
happens
your pussy
sometimes.
and
Right.
knowing your strength. I know
How you gonna-
exactly when I got a nigga like Putty. I know exactly when I'm about to lose the power, or they just pop.
But you know what?
I
How
need
about
some-
this? Maybe
I
she
want
didn't
touchy.
see that much in him, right? She didn't see that much in him. Oh, he cool, he hard. Then she smashed and he got this amazing dick, and now she wants.
So whose fault is that?
All right, but
So-
Whose fault is
but
that? I
you
still
just
put
said-
it on her.
But you, right,
that was
'cause
dumb as hell for
'cause
her.
you just said.
I'm saying
like,
it's multiple situations. I'm saying.
But
that
you
it
just
could've been.
said you can meet somebody and you should know right away whether you fuck with them or not. So now you're saying like, oh, she
I
met
said
him.
men do.
Oh, y'all,
men know
y'all-
what he want.
Y'all different.
Women are different.
What y'all do?
Men already from the rip like, yeah, that bitch a whore. I'm fucking her. You know what I mean? I heard
Men
about
gonna
this
fuck
whore.
either, want to fuck either way. That's
Females could be like, oh, he is a whore, but maybe he a nice guy. We always giving that extra pass for a man. Men ain't giving you no pass, bitch. You a whore, you suck dick, you fucking. That's all I want.
You see what I'm saying?
feel what
I
I'm
think,
saying?
But we still
I
gonna
think-
smash.
I think it's just
Yeah, you gonna smash, but you don't want the bitch for real. She can't have your baby.
Knowing
She
your
ain't-
worth,
you know what I
even
mean?
if I'm the bitch and I decided that I was gonna smash. And let me tell you something. I have had sex with people that I feel like ain't went nowhere, and I knew from the start if I felt like I wanted to be in a relationship or not. And this is just in my lifetime.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But when I knew I done been a hoe too fast or something, and I knew that nigga ain't
Been
called
a
me, but
hoe
I ain't
too
even. I
fast.
took it on the chin. Like that's what the fuck you
fucking
get. You shouldn't have
crying.
been. You shouldn't have fucked them that fast. Seat your ass for the next time.
But
Different shit.
sometimes you don't
That's a
fuck them
fact,
fast
though.
and they still
I'm
make
so
you
serious.
feel that way.
I have-
Sometimes
What's-
you don't even fuck them fast. Sometimes you get in a relationship and you be like, I fucking knew I shouldn't have been with this nigga. I done wasted a whole year. I done tried to convince myself that he possibly a good
So
dude.
once again, that's on you.
And
Why you trying? Why you
so it
doing
don't
all
even
this?
have to happen fast. It can happen later on in life. How many relationships do you fucking regret? Let's be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really have many regrets. I knew when I fucked
Shit.
myself. I mean, come on. Regrets where
Shit.
come on, you know what I'm talking about.
I
But when
knew
we're
I
talking
was-
about
I knew
when
I
we're
was
talking
lowering
about
my standards
promiscuous
when I got in some of
behavior,
my relationships.
You know, even when I was a young girl,
Oh,
I knew when
you
I
talking
shouldn't have
about
just gave that
promiscuous
pussy
behavior.
up too fast.
Here's my question though. Not question, but when a woman feels that way, like say
What?
a dude, she feels like the dude let her on. They only feel this way when they get the rejection. Is my point.
Right.
A chick will reject a dude all day, even after she smashes him. She'll reject him and be all cool. But once a woman feels like she got rejected, now the whole world, oh no, these niggas are trash. That's what it is.
And what do y'all do?
What I just said? What I said? What we did? What you mean?
What? You saying that a girl does this, and what does a guy do? He treat her like a whore from the rip.
But when we experience rejection, I mean, it is what it is.
Why is it? And what? Y'all just accept rejection?
I think most niggas do.
A damn lie. You go try to fuck the cousins, the friends. You be in all the girls' DMs. You do all types of weird shit. Men
I mean,
do
all the
some
girls are
weird
free
ass
game.
shit. All right then.
I don't do that though.
Y'all do some
but
weird
my
shit.
point,
It's
but
not
my,
too often that
but my
either.
point is,
It's not
I
too
do
often
not
that a
believe
female
your
gets
ass.
rejected by a man to go try to fuck his friend.
yeah, that's
It's
wild.
not too often.
But what I'm saying
she be
is,
too busy trying to get back in.
Reject
first of all,
me. I'm fucking your friend. I'm telling you, right?
but my point is, my point
do
is,
it, nigga. Do it.
when
I
women
dare
when women
you.
face rejection,
crying.
like why is
crying.
it why a man can't reject a woman? Why not? I don't understand that without him being trash.
You still trash. It don't even matter.
See, that's my point.
This is why
That's the
I don't
bullshit.
even want to do it as a reaction no more. We
talking
gotta
about?
talk about
No.
No, we do it. Hold on later.
this. And the reason why
No, we do it later.
I'm telling you, it's
It'll
hitting
be
this
better
whole
with
topic.
it'll be better with that.
It's hitting the whole fucking topic right here.
It's
No.
fine. We still do it later.
You just talking about rejection.
But
It's rejection.
I'm just saying,
No.
Wait till you see it. You can be like, you was right, John.
when women get rejected, they act like niggas is terrible. Like maybe you wasn't good enough for him in his opinion.
That's true.
My
Just the-
thing
the
is,
same- the
it's
same-
all about being G. Like, keep it real with a motherfucker. Period.
Ain't
Mommy,
nobody
I ain't
keeping
feeling
it
you that
real.
much.
If you keep it real, you
I'ma call you
possibly
later,
may
even
not
if you tell
smash.
a bitch,
So they not
yeah,
gonna tell
I'ma-
you.
Oh,
I
that's
got-
a beautiful topic. Hold on.
What?
If you keep it real, you possibly may not
if
smash.
you keep it real, you possibly may not smash. Yo,
Because you telling her that you're a piece of shit from the beginning, so she ain't got to fall into the trap.
But why are you a piece of shit though for keeping it real? For
No,
example,
you're not
hold
a piece
on.
of shit but for keeping it real, but what you're telling me is some bullshit that I'm not down for.
Or no, here's what keeping it real is. Keeping it real is I meet you, I like you, and I say, yo, I want to smash. Boom, that's keeping it real.
No.
That's keeping it real though.
The fuck?
I think that's keeping it real.
But listen.
And I'd rather a nigga
hold
say
on.
that to me.
But wait, but then if I take you out for a couple weeks in a row, then I smash anyway. Then what's the difference?
You genuine.
Ah,
But he smashed and then never caught your ass back.
right.
Like the top
He
story
didn't
talking about.
already pay for a few weeks.
But you
now.
see the nonsense? You see the nonsense in that?
I'm just saying it's different
Women
situations.
like to be courted, even if it's just for sex.
That's
You
the
understand what I'm
that's the
saying?
bullshit. That means y'all not
No.
keeping it real.
Listen, men can see a fat ass and their dick get hard. Ooh, I'm fucking her.
Right.
Females are not pushed to start engines, motherfucker. You gotta warm us up. You gotta make us want to have sex with you.
There
You
you
wanna
go.
have sex with a fucking sponge. So yes, you gotta court me, take me out, do things with me to get me turned on to have sex with you. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like fucking the wall. Women are harder to please sexually than men.
But now sometimes
it's easy to make a man bust a nut. It's harder to make a woman orgasm.
Not for me. But sometimes they say that
I believe you because it's not that easy.
Sometimes
It
they
is
say
not.
sometimes they say women know they're gonna have sex with a nigga
so
right when
hot.
they meet him.
You
Is that
have-
true or false?
Sometimes,
Sometimes they say what?
and sometimes,
Women know when they're gonna have sex right when they meet somebody. Like,
sometimes,
Sometimes. And
sometimes.
that's true. 90%.
Sometimes
If
you
I'm
meet a guy and you just so sexually attracted to him, so
Right.
you like, yeah, it's gonna happen. And then sometimes you meet a person and they so
So do
cool
that-
and
do
so
that dude
genuine,
still gotta court
and
you?
you don't know if it's gonna happen yet. You don't know if it's gonna just be a friendship.
but that guy you see immediately is like, yo, he still gotta court you too?
Fuck yeah, I got standards, bitch. You ain't
What's
taking
the
me on fucking
standard?
me.
Ma-
No.
make me
She
feel
said
like
no.
make me feel special before
No.
you before you
Damn
smash
right.
and leave.
I don't give a fuck if I want to.
Hey, yo.
The rose works very well. I don't need it.
I don't know.
Like they
I'm
said
going
the-
back to this. I'm a certain age. I know what I want. I want to say Big Dick Daddy
I
in the jump
know.
off. I knew it. I was creeping through the alleyway.
She's so fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I haven't heard from a nigga, and I don't give a fuck. I knew exactly what the shit was. You know what I'm saying? But again, I told y'all clear as day, I didn't even like it that much. He probably didn't know I didn't like it that much and stuff until he seen the podcast. But
All right, I don't know what's going on.
you know what I'm saying? It's
She
just a
al-
thing. It's just
she
a
always
thing.
off the
I
chain.
feel as though with that situation,
We know who in the hot seat after this podcast.
Out of control.
oh, I'm single.
Me too. But
So how we in the hot seat, baby?
Single,
Rock and
single.
roll, baby. Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
brother with a camera, you single?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm
Down
saying?
sound,
One day I
real
might be
reassuring.
single, one day I might not. I'm always keeping it real with y'all. You dig?
You single this week? Next week you might
You
be
know
in a
what I'm saying?
relationship?
Might be married.
Gotcha.
You never know.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Whoever pushing the right buttons.
We off the rails right now, but that's funny.
No, but let's talk about that a little bit.
Go ahead. About
A
what?
little bit.
Go ahead.
Just a little bit. All right, so just the whole thing of being single in our age.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
you
think being single my age is fantastic.
I'm gonna say it's cool. I just feel like it just put me in a position where I'm trying to figure me out. You know what I mean? Like things I like.
You're
before.
trying to figure you out?
Yeah, things I like before, I don't like no more. Things I never thought I like now. So it's like if I jump in a relationship, what am I giving this person? I'm still trying to find my damn self. So
I never understood that whole find myself thing, but go ahead.
because you change, people change. So when you find yourself, you're trying to figure out in this point of your life, what is it that you like? What is it that intrigues you?
That
Don't-
you-
What is
do
it that
do
grabs
I
your
even
attention?
accept this shit?
But don't you know
this
that right
guy's
now?
Doing?
Not with change. Change is constantly happening. You don't know.
Uh.
And I'm gonna just give a small example. When I was in my 20s, you could not pay me to taste a fucking Brussels sprout. I tasted one time. It was the worst thing ever in the world.
They are nasty.
Now
They're
I
nice,
eat them. I can eat them every
mad
day.
healthy, but they disgusting.
You know what I mean? Like now I
The
love
right
them.
person got to make them.
Asparagus, hated them.
I love
I love them.
asparagus. That's good.
I love them. You know what I mean? So things I liked then, you know, I don't like now. Like I used to like fried food. I fucking hate fried food now. You
Right.
feel me? I want baked food. I want fish. It's just all about change. And I believe too that what you're feeding yourself through your mouth, you know,
Yeah,
it's here
I'm sure
too
that's
mentally.
true.
So
Right.
of course you're gonna have change and different things that happen from that. So that's where I am with. I'm just still trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do, what I like, where I'm going in life. What am I bringing to this table? You feel me? Like it's a table already set. You meet a man, he got a table. What you bringing to that table? All your baggage and shit and just throwing it there? No, honestly, for me, I need to know what that table needs before I get
So
there.
you know that's a interesting thing too, because today apparently a lot of men are asking women what they bring to the table, and women.
And I can't answer
But women get offended by it.
I'm not offended.
I am not offended.
It put me in the
To be
headspace
honest,
to be like,
everything is always reversed for me. That's my first question.
absolutely. What
That's
can I
my
bring?
first question, because my table full with king crab legs, my nigga. I already know the shit. Crab meat.
So no, but
crudité-
the thing is, so
crudité.
if a dude asks you what you bring to the table, that don't bother you.
No, because
Can I
I'm
tell you?
confident.
Somebody
I
asked
have
me that.
businesses. I'm strong in my spot. I know where the fuck I stand. I know what I can handle. I know what I can do. The thing is, I don't want you on my plate.
Somebody asked me that.
Right.
What is it that I bring to the table? And for a while, I was like, I don't even fucking know. I know I got this. All girls is hustlers. All girls is hard workers. All girls is good girls. All the same shit that you probably hear.
Right.
But what stands out about me that I feel like I'm bringing to this table, right?
Right.
I couldn't really figure it out. But what I did tell the person after I thought about it for a few weeks, like, you know what? For me, I'm gonna be honest, everybody's different at what they offer to the table. I gotta see your table, right? And then if I see your table, I need to know what your table needs, because I'm gonna bring to you what you need.
So now that's a
me.
fire answer though. So you're saying that you want to find out what that person lacks, and you would make up for it.
Absolutely.
And be the compliment.
But what
to
if you
whatever it
find
is.
out that
Absolutely.
person is lacking and you don't want to share a table? Because
That's fine
I'm
then.
usually sitting in
all a
that
part
seat.
of
That's
the
fine,
dating.
yeah,
That's
you
all
just-
a part of the dating process
Right,
and getting to
right,
know
right.
each other, because then you know exactly what he needs at his table.
I ain't gonna front.
His
That's one of
table
the,
is him.
That's one of the
But
dopest
my
answers
thing
I heard.
is, I feel I'm getting ready to be conflicted because
I think
I
that's
never
what-
see it from that angle. His table. It's my table. You know what I'm saying?
Not-
and what are
not-
you bringing
not
to this
that-
motherfucker
well,
when you
all right.
But
pull
when we're
up?
speaking on tables, we're talking about ourselves. So when I say, what do you bring to the table? You feel me?
But-
What do I bring to your table? It's not, and
The-
then at
the-
the end of the day, we may have these two size tables, but when we put them together, it's longer. We got
It's
more
still
company.
2 point of view.
But the
though. You see
difference
what I'm
is
saying? Even still.
the difference is what you're saying is what you're essentially saying is that niggas come to you, you don't go to them.
Period.
Okay.
It's not even about they come to me. Even if they come to me, I need to know what can you do
But what-
around here
but what-
for this
but what-
situation.
What she's saying, let's say she finds somebody that she likes a lot, and she sees like, okay, this could be a person I could be with.
Yeah.
And then so she has to assess herself, like, yo, what can I do for this man to make sure, you know what I mean? Like, as far as what I bring, what can I add to him? If
As far as
she
what,
sees
even
that
to what
in
he
him
can
anyway.
add to me. What can we add to each other? So then I
Right,
would
right.
ask him that. So, but
Now, that's
before I
facts.
ask him that, I need to have my answer correct.
But women ask that
You feel
anyway.
me?
That's just how y'all get that.
I don't ask it yet, because I'm still
But
trying
y'all
to figure out
y'all
what
don't
I
ask
need.
that.
You
Y'all
get-
don't y'all
that's
don't
the
ask.
point.
But y'all don't ask that question. But y'all ask in pieces. Y'all still ask it.
But that's what I'm saying to
Yeah,
you.
I mean-
brother,
I'm
with the
asking
camera.
from the motherfucking
That's how,
start.
That's how
What
I
do you
know
bring to the table?
What
You want me
you
to show
bring
you
to
a
the
post
table,
where I
what
put
I
a
got.
broad?
What is
I
it
can
that I
show you a
need
post.
first?
It's a what you bring to the table, my nigga. I swear.
right now, not
I
right now.
swear
What
I
I
got
need.
it.
Right.
But if I'm still trying to figure out everything I got and where I'm going and my happy place before you can bring anything to me.
Right.
You can't nobody make you happy until you're happy with yourself.
That's a fact.
So I have to
'Cause I
be
was
fully
getting ready to touch all of
100%
that.
happy with myself in order for
Whole
somebody
fact.
to bring joy to me. And it's not that they making me happy, but guess what? It's a compliment. We love each other. It's a good time. And you know, that's where I'm at. That's why being single for me is very important right now.
What? Because what? Oh, because you're trying to make. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Trying to see what I can bring to your table and trying to see what the hell my table need.
I think for too many years,
For real.
I tried to bring something to someone else's table.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So in my lifetime, I do not live for anyone else anymore. It's about what you can do for me. I already know my credentials. I already know what I got,
Right.
what I can get popping, how I can get done. And I also know a lot of niggas then came and tried to live off of me, feed on everything. So I'm no longer trying to see how I can help the man ever because I devoted too much to that.
That's deep.
I devoted too much to that.
I don't
That's
think
a little-
it's
it's a little
about
traumatic
helping.
there, a little
I
traumatic.
don't think it's about helping the man.
It's not about helping him, but I don't see what I can do, nothing to bring to you. I need to see what you can reflect over here because that's when you're going to get the time of day.
Yeah, but how that work too though? How that, I mean, how,
Then that's
how
one-
does
that's
right?
one-sided.
How does either way work?
It can
Then
be.
he
That, I'm
constantly
single
giving
right
you-
now. You know why I'm single? Because I decided that I didn't like anything that was happening
Okay.
because I feel like I'm strong in my spot. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to be my age and you've been with a lot of things, you get to stand up for what you do and don't like, what you will and will not have, and then you cut shit off. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm never looking for how I can enlighten another situation because I already know I'm gonna do that. I already know. I don't care what
But
this
you don't-
man
you
is
don't- but you
doing.
I honestly believe that when you're dealing with a certain caliber of man, it is different. It's not your average hood booger.
Any man, if he
You feel
rich,
me?
I done had rich, I done
No,
had poor.
I've been experienced
from the
a
get up,
difference.
it's you. Whatever attracted
But
you
I'm
to
saying
him.
you don't think that you shouldn't project your past on your future?
I'm not saying I shouldn't project my past. What I am saying is I don't look at it like that, and it works out very well for me now. Men can sense when you're trying to join their table, when you're ready to
No, it's not about joining our table.
see that. See, I'm saying the table as a topic, but everybody know that's really
Join
not what
him.
I'm saying.
But the man is the head. We both agreed on that, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the man is the head.
Okay.
But again, if you don't know where you at, a man likes a confident. We talked about in the podcast them ugly ass bitches that get them badass niggas into this and to that. I think that they just got to the point where they already knew they was ugly or whatever. They got their money up. They got all their shit to the point where they were strong in their spot, and then they stopped giving a fuck at all about these niggas. And that's why they started chasing them. Far as, all right, the ugly bitch might have a big old ass and this and that, done went and got it with her money, whatever the case. She's strong in her spot. You know what I'm saying? She
What
don't
you
really
mean?
give
What
a
you
fuck.
But this is the let me
mean?
do a prime example real quick.
Go ahead.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, and just to throw it out there.
Right.
Beyonce probably makes more money than Jay-Z.
It's probably a fact. Yeah.
That's probably a fact.
Yeah.
But she never
Right.
goes ahead of him. You feel me? She brings her table to him and lets him lead from there. You feel what I'm saying? They got a happy
Right. At least in
relationship.
front. At least in front of us anyway. Yeah.
Well, in front of us, that's the way it is. Most situations that work out well is like that. The ones that want to be the gangster bitch and own everything,
Like
and
Alicia
I'm a
Keys and
bad
Swiss
bitch.
Beats.
It's like, what are you showing this man that you so strong that you don't even need him? You feel me? And men
I
hear that a
agree.
lot.
I agree with
Women
that.
come off so strong like you don't need
let me tell you
him.
something. When I was thinking like
I
this
need
and
a
coming
man.
like this, I got played over and over and over.
But hold on.
For the
all right,
wrong
all right,
man.
all right. Now hold on. You got
a wrong
but
bunch
you might,
of men
but
because
you
of
might,
that perspective.
But you could also say you got played for choosing the wrong niggas too.
Yes.
So, like, wait,
It
like-
can't be
yeah,
for a
let me-
strong
then,
man.
Because-
how can I feel like right now it's not happening with this new perspective I'm giving off?
But
And it's been about 3-4 years
Because you put a
strong.
guard up now.
Right.
It's not even a guard.
Your wall
It's
is
a
up.
confidence. It's not a guard. I know what the fuck I bring. Period. I know what I bring. I have a je ne sais quoi, and nobody can stop it. Bitches mad, niggas mad. That's why that nigga even tried to holler at me from the start. I have a je ne sais quoi. Now, I'm not saying I'm not, oh, he got to do this for me and he got to do, because I know what I possess. I don't have to talk. I don't have to move. I don't have to figure nothing out. I just have to keep being me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I just have to keep doing whatever this nigga
But,
attracted
all
himself
right.
to me by doing.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Keep it real over here. So that's great. You saying all that, but you just left a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how is the way you're operating working for you when it comes to dating? 'Cause
I mean, I literally just left that relationship. It was not holding up to the things that I needed.
that's my point. What you doing clearly ain't working for you because you can't find a nigga to stay with. So how is that? How is your operation
But
working?
have you found a nigga to stay with?
That's why I said
You see what I'm saying? It's all in the same. It's how you approach the
no.
situation.
But that's why my training of thought is different now. Because I've always
But you
felt
gotta
like
understand,
I
I had that train of thought for over 30 years, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I was always trying to see how I can come to the
But
table.
do you not think
and-
that the way you brung that to the right man, it could work?
No.
That you may be ending up in situations where it's constantly the wrong men because you need to change your type and who you dating and how you look at men.
We all know the different types I've dated. I've dated corny. I've dated arrogant. I have went through each type. Goofy,
They all the
hard.
same type of hood ass niggas.
They all the same. What it is
Hood-ass
you
niggas.
and how you displaying your resume. And when you look weak, they
But
walking over.
You're
you.
saying that about, what are you saying when you say that?
No, I'm just saying hood ass niggas.
She's saying, do I think the different type of niggas? I'm telling you through experience, through a few years, I've dealt with every type. I've came with every presence. This presence keeps me comfortable. And it also brings me where I feel like I may have a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, when I was all submissive and trying to see what I can
No,
do.
I'm not submissive.
What I mean by that is, for real, I'm sorry. I just look at this shit as two whole different things. I am who I am. You are who you are. We both got
With
what
the
we
right
got
nigga,
going
y'all
on.
also
First of all, a
Either
man
it's
gotta
going to
have a
compliment
table.
or it's going to reject.
The man, when I'm saying getting to know a person, that's all the dating process. So prior to even seeing what his table needs, you know he got one. You get what I'm saying? He ain't living with his mama. He ain't.
All right, you can.
he
All right, let's
ain't-
say you fucking with a nigga who got his own businesses,
Absolutely.
everything, all this stuff, and you busy trying to see what you can bring to that table, but he's busy showing you he not gonna give you this
Well,
or
then
do
that's
that.
him.
Or
That's him. But not all men with a laid out table react like that. Some men do see us and allow you to display yourself and what you can do. Not every man is like, yeah, I'm
I
a
feel like
G-ass
since I adapted the
nigga. I
approach
don't
that
need
no
a
one's
bitch.
table,
I can fuck you.
you understand?
It's
Even
not, and this is me talking from experience, especially from being out here in the world now, just meeting people. All men are not the same. Let me tell you that.
a
And
fact.
at one point in my life, I felt like I keep meeting the same type of guys. You feel me? And now I can't say that. I can't say that. You surround yourself by, you attract the energy you want. And I had to learn that
didn't I just say that?
you attract it. Seriously. It's really, it comes
And it's
to
your
you.
confidence.
And then
Knowing what you knowing what you deserve helps them know what you bring to the table because your confidence carries it.
I feel like certain things aren't loud. Sometimes when you're so loud with it, ain't nobody hearing you because you
What you
so
talking about?
loud.
We ain't talking about nothing. We ain't talking about a physical word at all.
I'm talking about just being what you are. You're just so loud.
Like
For example, I'm not loud. I'm
like a,
strong
Like they
in
say
my spot.
money.
and
Like
I-
they say
I love
money
that.
is very quiet.
like a king that say he a king is not really a king.
Absolutely.
I got you.
I don't
You
like
don't
none
have
of
to-
them
you don't have
thoughts.
to
I'm
say
gonna
that.
stand by how I feel.
Nah, I agree with that.
I'm a
what
queen and I ain't gotta run around and be like, I'm a boss bitch. I'm
Right.
a queen ass bitch. Fuck y'all niggas. I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gotta do it because the right man is gonna see that shit anyway. By just a little bit I'm showing to him. By how I carry myself.
Subtleties.
By how I talk to him. You know what I mean?
I feel like this
And-
gonna be a back and forth conversation about her thoughts and mine. So
I mean,
we ain't
listen,
gonna
we
get
on a
nowhere.
we on a podcast.
Because she's talking about what she's dealing with. I'm
Me.
talking about
Yes.
what I've dealt with.
Y'all got-
just like she's saying I'm loud.
No,
Who gives
not
a
you.
fuck?
She
wasn't coming at you.
But you
Not
said, you
you.
said, look, if you play it back, you said just like how like you loud.
No, I didn't.
You watch when you watch
She
it back.
ain't,
It's
she
gonna
ain't
say
say
that.
she ain't say you.
I didn't say you.
She didn't.
But even still, I don't feel like a woman who knows her worth is loud. I don't think that's
That's what
loud.
that's what I'm
I think it's
saying.
confident, and I think men respect confidence.
I'll say this: it's from a man's perspective. It's a lot of dudes that like either try to flash money or try
Yes,
to
like that guy. There we go.
Or they
Put it
like
in the man's perspective.
they try to flash money or
Yep.
try to say this or they just like talk for no reason about maybe what they got, what they doing for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the nigga in the corner, like a Jay type of nigga, like Jay-Z. He don't talk much at all, really, not a lot. He do talking shit, but he's a real he's an action dude. He don't gotta like say what he got like all the time.
Yes.
For him to big himself up, he just
Yes.
is what he is.
Yes.
And it don't whether I say it or not, I'm still that nigga no matter what. So I ain't gotta always
Can I
hype
speak on
myself up to
something?
tell y'all.
She brought up the Jay-Z and Beyonce situation.
Right.
To be honest, what I see, I've never seen Beyonce be submissive or anything. I feel like their energies matched. I feel like her wealth, her energy, her confidence, everything about her just matched, and they ended up at a table together. And I think that's the way I look at things.
Well, when they got together, he was actually bigger than her.
Right.
He was bigger than her when they got together. And eventually she surpassed him. And I still feel like she allows him to be
You
that
think
man.
she was bigger than him?
Yeah.
I mean,
She
he was
bigger than
bigger
him.
than
He was bigger than
bigger
him.
When
than
they
him.
first got together, Jay,
I think so,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Hell
do some
yeah.
facts,
Remember
'cause-
she was in
Destiny's Child.
Destiny Child.
They
Destiny
was
Child
huge,
not
but they
fucking with
was like
Jay-Z.
they wasn't
Not at that time. Not
They-
when they got together. Remember their relationship was secret for a while, and then they finally came
Not
out.
to me, because they came right out when she blew up in
No,
that car. He
because-
turned her ass into a bad girl right away.
Nah, they was hiding it for a while, and then they finally came out about it. They was hiding their relationship for a while.
I'm just saying, like, I know to me, like, niggas that always talking, it's kind of whack. It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
just-
I don't have to tell you nothing. I don't have to display nothing. Everything I am, you must have liked from the beginning. I remember a man told me, never downplay what a man sees in you. Like let's say a nigga say, damn, you tough, you strong, you da-da-da. You be like, I guess. But he know what he seen when he courted, when he was attracted to greet me, to even introduce himself to me. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point, I think it's important for me to just be respectful and to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? And then you see if someone has substance for you and you have substance for them.
I mean, at the end
and
of the-
either it work or it don't.
At the end of the day,
Queen, can I ask you something
And
real
it-
quick? Let
and
me
it-
put this in perspective real quick.
go ahead.
You got a boutique.
Mm-hmm.
You rap, you do all this stuff. So if a man comes to your pop-up shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
He pulling out all this money. Like, I got bread, blah, blah, blah. I'm that nigga. He got his watch on. He don't spend not a motherfucking dollar.
That's happened a lot
And
of
then
times.
another guy will come, right?
He don't say
Like,
shit.
He may not spend shit. He may not even say shit, but he calling people and shit. He bringing all these bitches. They spending money with you. He ain't say a motherfucking thing. This nigga over there talking about, let's go to the bars and buying shots.
That's
The
what
one
I'm
with the
saying.
watch.
You don't have to say nothing.
Right.
When you know your worth, it carries like a crown. And I know my worth. I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to prove nothing. I don't have to fucking do nothing. I just have to exist and keep doing what I'm doing well. Now, naturally, I know how to deal with a man. Naturally, I know how to be a woman to a man. So we're not even speaking on that.
But what I'm
stuff.
saying, most girls will be attracted to the guy that's doing all that shit. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
I get
That's
that.
what I'm saying about my change. Most girls will be attracted to that. Oh, he got a couple dollars. I'm not gonna get him.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
never
mean?
even been a thing
And
for
ignore
men.
him. This is what I'm making about myself.
Listen to me.
All right, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I needed that little second. What they call it?
A little second, powder your
You know what I'm
nose.
saying? Powder my nose and shit. It be hot in here. Once we start talking and getting like
These
in
lights.
our feelings and shit, you know what I mean? We be real. But Queen was saying something. I ain't want to interrupt her, but I needed that break. I'm sorry, baby.
I really don't even remember what I was saying. I do know I was just basically saying the topic, we need a new one because we
I think
can't
more-
debate
more-
something.
No, I
where
was
she
less-
gonna feel
I mean,
how
the
she
rest of
feeling.
it is what I'm trying to do now.
Right.
as Queen being my older cousin, she's done already. So now I'm trying something different to find my way. So it's really just all about finding your way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying something different than I tried before.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
And all I want to say in closing, she said it. What she's trying is opposite of what she did before me. I'm always submissive, so now I don't give a fuck. And it's working. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what works for you.
And none of your submissive relationships were well?
No. Hell no.
I feel like I'm never submissive. I feel like I'm so
No.
mean
You,
all the
you,
time.
you know,
I
just
do.
like I know how submissive I was. Running bath waters, cooking, dealing with 3,000 family
Running
members
bath
living
waters,
with
damn.
me. Massages on the back. I can't even
So is it-
full course
All right, so
meals.
I do think
So was it that it didn't
difference.
work or that you just outgrew it?
I just feel like I was so busy worried about how to please and keep that I forgot me. And now it'll never happen again. And now that I know me and I'm pleasing me, everyone falls in line and it works well.
I'll say that there's a difference between being submissive and being taken advantage of. It's a big difference.
I mean, once you realize that, you learn how to give off an energy of what you will and won't accept.
I don't think I want to be submissive. It's not submissive that I want to be.
You don't
I
want to
think
be
I just
taken
wanna-
advantage of either.
Absolutely not. I just want to know. All right, so me saying that a person that has a table that I can bring to, first of all, I already need him to have a table. People swear they got tables and they got cardboard boxes, if you understand what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes you overlook things with him and you be like, it's not a cardboard box. He actually painted and put it together.
They
put
got
some
coffee
legs
tables.
on it. It's a cart, the milk carton. You know what I mean? It's not really a box. And I feel like we've done that a lot. So now I want to see somebody with a table. More so, something that you can bring to. Damn, he got a table. He already got.
But
Look, we got
imagine going
coasters
into something and you don't see him. You see him.
Yeah.
But you see just him. A picture. You don't. Let's say he was on a Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
All that. But none of that shit never jugged your mind. You didn't even try to fit into that equation. You stayed over here in your box with making your dollars and all this. You end up being a wife. Because you know why? My focus is
So you said focus on yourself.
Focus on you. Listen, when it's time for me to support from behind, that's when you made me who I needed to be.
Right.
Because otherwise I ain't going nowhere and helping nothing anyway.
No, not helping the
Know
table.
what I'm saying?
But maybe that's what he
we
needed.
get these niggas and he got this, but let me help him.
Maybe that's what
from
he
back
needed
here.
at his table. A woman that's able
That's
to
what
go
I'm saying.
get
I
it
don't see a
herself.
nigga's
So
table
if he
no
falls
more.
short
I don't even want to help
anywhere,
you. I don't want to do nothing.
He
I
know
want
his
you
lady got him
I
like
want
she
you to
got-
be building and
like he got
building
her.
while I'm building and building. And then wherever we both at when we meet and come together, they just do what they got to do. You
But maybe
understand what I'm
that's
saying?
exactly what he needed.
I kind of fuck with that, and I say because
maybe that's what he needed.
I'll say, like, yeah, on one hand, it's good to have somebody that compliments you, right?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, there's a lot of women that will see you doing your thing.
And get comfortable and don't want to do shit.
No. Opposite. They like want to just
Be all up in it.
contribute, right? And it's like I don't
Exactly
need you
what
for
I'm
this.
saying.
You know what I mean?
Exactly
Like
what I'm
that's a
saying.
fact. Sometimes
I'm
like, it's like
focused on my shit.
But
I don't.
ain't,
focus on
that a
yours.
part of figuring out what? All right, let's
No, but
not
some
say
people,
table.
but all right, let's
See, this
say,
what
no,
I'm
wait.
saying. I feel like
But
from the
this goes-
beginning, you trying to be a part of that man.
But this goes back to
and when you should just be
maybe I should
trying to
stop
just
saying
meet that
table.
nigga and
But this,
enjoy him.
but this
you
goes,
understand what
yo.
I'm saying?
So what
Maybe
you,
I should just stop
fuck
saying
with
table.
Because this
Maybe
goes back
just
to this not
figuring
about
each other out.
Right, fuck table. This
Yeah.
is about. This goes back to how I said.
I
that.
never thought about the table. We just keep using that. You understand?
Maybe we should stop
This
saying
goes-
table because
this goes
when
back-
I say table, I make it be about you. Like
This
you
goes
are
back
the table.
to how I said that a lot of women love annoyingly because
Oh my god.
it's a fact though. That's exactly what it is. It's like if I'm doing this over here, I'm fine with it. I've been doing this before I met you. This is fine. Like I've been alive for this long, getting along fine without you. But now that I'm with you and you want to just be so, in your mind,
Involved.
helpful. Or like it's good intentions, but like you want to just do so much. It's like I didn't get with you for that. You know what I mean?
And let me tell you,
Got it.
I feel
So-
like niggas see that and they sense that, and after a while they treat you like that. That's why I do not have
Some
any
niggas probably will take
desire to
advantage of you.
intertwine with you or your table.
But it's like I may
I'm
want
in
you
my
just
seat.
I like you because I like you. Like I don't need you to do this for me or do that for me or do.
But
like,
you
know what I mean?
making it seem like when you bring something to somebody's table, you like begging. Here I got this.
No,
here I got
I
that.
just think
My
that-
whole point was
I
to
just-
say what it needs
saying
and what
that
it needs.
you
the
can't-
table.
you can't-
being the
Stop thinking his
person.
table need anything.
Right, you
You
can't-
understand me?
exactly.
Everybody needs
Nah,
something
it's
from
bull-
somebody.
And let me tell
Nobody
you-
is 100%
let me tell you,
by themselves.
Even though
Now,
we're
that's
not
bullshit.
talking about the
But
table,
what-
men get irritated even thinking you want to come have anything to do with their table.
That's a fucking lie. They want you to come lay up and be submissive and all types of shit.
Hold on. All right, that's
for me.
Now that's a
I've
different.
dealt
Hold
with
on.
my men who
And
did
then the
not
moment
like it.
you become submissive to a man, they treat you like shit.
But here's my point. If I have my table, quote unquote table, right? You can't come to my table and tell you what the fuck my table needs. It's my table.
That was the point,
But that's
sir.
but that's what she's saying. It's like, listen, my shit's over here already. It's good. It's been
Men
here.
say, what can you bring to the
I
table?
feel
Right,
this
listen,
is the table,
listen.
right? And this the table.
No, listen.
And both these tables
They can't see the table. They can't see it.
He said
They can't see that.
This is
Listen.
table, this is table. This is table, this my table. We both walking down the room, that's a dope table. That's the, oh yeah, these tables can combine. That's how it go.
No, listen.
In the motherfucking store.
Listen.
If
But
not,
that's what you bring
keep
into
that
the
table over there,
table.
keep that table over there.
But no,
That's
here's
what
what happens. Here's what happens. I think people try to dictate what should be on your table.
Even men,
So listen,
I feel like they
if
come in
I-
like that,
is
or they
the
feel like we
point
come in
that
like
I'm
that.
making,
Listen,
y'all.
so if I have a woman come
That's
to
the point I'm making.
How?
You're saying exactly what I'm saying. You're just saying it in a different way.
Just like, look, let me break this
No,
down. You
but
know
here's
how
the
you
problem.
keep saying everybody needs something?
everybody do.
A lot of men do not like that. They don't even want to feel like you need to add something to
It's
that
not
table.
that. It's not that. It's just that you don't tell me what that needs to be added. I'll tell you.
That's the point I'm making.
But a second ago, you just said
Everybody's
that's a
table
lie
needs
because
something.
you said it's a lie because men want you to lay up and that. Well,
Y'all said men
listen.
don't need. You said the person don't need. Listen,
But
now
that
y'all
could be-
twisting my
that
words
could
up
be what-
because the people that's watching this video understand exactly what I'm saying.
What?
The point I was making when I came with the whole table thing, I
Right.
said I'm not coming here and throwing my baggage on the table to you.
Right.
I'd rather wait around and figure out
you
what
did
it
say
is
that.
you need
You did
from
say that.
me.
That's a fact. You did say that.
That's what I said. I'm not trying to bring
She did.
or
She did.
add anything, but if we dating and you like a woman that's independent, that's what I am already. You
Right.
got that. If you like a woman that likes to keep the house clean, hey, I'm a clean bitch. You got that already.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna come here trying to tell you what to do and how to move your business. I'm only gonna add to what you need me for instead of trying to throw
That's-
my baggage
I
on your table and
really
be something
even
else.
feel
like-
I
think-
said y'all both
that's-
is saying the
that's
same
facts.
thing I'm
That's
saying.
facts.
I'm
That's
just
facts.
saying it differently.
I got you.
But we all were saying the same thing.
Yeah, we came.
Now
to
y'all got me all loud and worked the fuck up and shit.
We all get there. I was just there 10 minutes ago.
Y'all wasn't listening to me. That's why I'm like, I'm saying exactly what y'all
We
said.
went
I'm
around
just
the
saying
block. It was
weird.
It took a long way.
I just said it differently, y'all. You know, I use my words in a weird fucking way.
I just
like,
feel
work
like
with me.
you're at, when I've got to this age I've got, and trust me, I'm past 30. You feel me? And 35.
Right.
And I had a lot of life lessons.
Birthday coming up
A lot
soon.
of-
Shout Queen out.
Thank y'all. A lot of
When?
motherfucking life
When?
lessons.
2 weeks.
I learned
Oh,
that
alright.
shit works for me when you just worry about your table. Even if it's another man and he got a table and is well put together, I'm telling you that shit all makes one big table. As long
Absolutely.
as you're doing your thing the way you're supposed to do it. I don't see shit. I don't care about what you got as long as it's not no bunch of creepy, crazy shit. If your shit is over there doing what it's doing, daddy, go handle that. Period. That's where I'm coming from.
So yeah, I think that's valid because like as a dude, it's like if I see you doing what you're doing and I like you, that's probably the reason. That's the reason why. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you already good. So like I'll just come to you and say, oh, I fuck with you because so and so.
You hustle.
Like
You
I'll
grind it.
I'll
Get to
see
the
that
bag.
what you're doing already compliments me anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, as opposed to, you know,
It's just like you said. I ain't got to walk around and say I'm the queen. First of all, that's my name. I don't got to say shit.
Absolutely.
Second of all,
Sorry,
my
no.
demeanor gives off
Address me
that the
as
right
so.
nigga, a nigga can tell right away if I'm too boisterous for him,
Yeah.
if I'm too this, if I'm too that, if I'm too anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So right away, I had a man tell me, how you gonna tell me what I like? You good already. And I'd be like, like I gotta step my shit up. Nah, use a motherfucking, you good. I'm telling you. And you don't even, you know what I'm saying? That's why you just be quiet and just move like just move how you gotta move. And I'm not trying to say I'm trying to be a gangster bitch and all this, and I don't want to be submissive. I'm just saying in my
don't,
lifetime, when I practiced them things thoughtfully, it didn't work out. Now I practice me. I practice manifestation, meditation, and everything I need to do to get to where I want to be in my
Absolutely.
happy place. And everybody that comes along either makes me smile or not, and either you got to go where you stay.
Compliment you.
That's
And
fair.
those tables either make one big ass feast, or
Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
stay at my table and you stay at yours. It's that simple.
all right. So bottom line is tables. So that's
And tables do turn.
Yes, they do.
all right. We got.
Yes, they do.
What else we got? What else we got?
Oh yeah, I did want to talk about like situations where it might be a guy, right, that your friend like, but he don't like your friend. He like you.
Your friend likes the guy.
Yep, my
and the
friend
guy
likes
don't
the
like
guy,
friend.
but he don't like her. He actually likes me.
Okay.
Right? Is he off limits? Like, how does that work? Like,
y'all know I'm a G, so I always got to speak from where I'm at now and where I used to be.
Yeah.
I want to say back in the day, I might have been like, oh, she like him, so it's off limits and da-da-da-da-da. But I mean, we grown as hell, and if a nigga come right in our face and say, baby, I've really been feeling you, da-da-da-da-da, and even though my friend right here like her, but my mom always used to be like, you old enough for your wants and shit not to hurt and all that. You want him, he ain't want you, he didn't even know. He come over here and say some shit to me. I mean, I'm not going to be all like, he chose me, but I'm just, I'm not going to be ignorant or rude. But in the grown-up world, the best bitch win. May the best.
And it's a dude
like,
that
even
never,
if she don't invite herself to it, what can you do if that man is clearly coming to his choice and saying, I really want to fuck with you. I like
and
everything
he never
about
messed
you.
with her before.
And she never messed with him. It was just a like.
That's fair game.
but what
if
but then it could be a situation where she like him, he like you, and you don't like him.
I mean,
So-
still,
Wait.
Just because he chose me, for me personally, if my friend like him, she got a crush on him, I'm not fucking with him.
All right, but what if
It's just not for
what if
me.
you find him
Let me tell you
attractive too,
something.
though?
I got friends in this world
Huh?
who got crushes on every
What if you
nigga I
find
know
them
in the
attractive?
whole
If
city.
you don't sit in front of the microphone, damn it.
I got friends in this world who done
I
bagged
don't have
every
a lot of
nigga.
friends. So the ones that I
I don't
consider
got a
a
lot of
friend,
friends, but what I'm saying, you ever had that friend who done liked everybody and talked to everybody? So what, you just supposed to not exist on the world?
absolutely, I agree with
What
you.
I'm saying is, if it's this dude, right?
Now, if it's that kind of friend.
and you also find
You have them friends who
But-
just like on all the niggas. Like, I'm supposed to just not get my...
Oh, that's funny.
Nah, you like everybody
But
and you're
if it's-
dealing
all
with
right, so
everybody.
what
If
if
this
it's
man
genuine-
come choose
what
me
if
in front
it's a
of
genuine,
you,
what if it's
what
a
am I supposed to
genuine
do?
friend that you know is not like that, and you know she's been liking this person for a very long time?
I mean, for GP, let's say we having a good time. This girl talking about he cute, da 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 da.
No, liking him for a while. You done
All right,
heard her
even
talk
still,
about
and
him,
this
the biggest
man,
crush.
and he didn't never know, but he come up and like me. I'm not going to give him play. I might just like, how you buying us a drink? Simple. I'm not taking no numbers, none of that, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
Okay.
I've never been pressed for.
I've been in
attention
situations
anyway.
where I actually went and was like, yeah, my friend like you.
But what if you find
Now, when I was
what
younger,
if you
I did,
find
but
a
I'm grown
dude?
as hell. And like
What if
you
you
said,
found
I
him
don't have many friends,
attractive?
and ain't nobody doing shit for me. So
What if you found him attractive? It's also potential.
Well, the luckiness I have is that me and my friends are not attracted to the same guys.
That ain't the question though.
God,
That ain't the question.
So I'm lucky.
That ain't the question.
What episode is this? Lucky number 7.
Hilarious.
I'm lucky.
What if you find dude attractive and the dude and
No.
and your friend likes him too, but the dude's giving you play and not giving her play? What you gonna do? What is this?
you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the motherfucker never knew or nothing. And even still, he did tell me, he was saying, I like her, I like you.
Yeah.
What you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Every other motherfucker that
We
come
on a
in our
podcast.
space, she done fucked her life. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
So what I'm
goodness.
supposed to do?
Yeah.
Not deal with anybody because
Right.
my friend deals with everybody or
He could-
likes
that could-
everybody.
That could be the dream nigga.
It could be. That's why I said it kind of depends.
That's why I said, I
it
think it's
depends.
with your growth. I think when you,
Yeah.
not
Matter
even
of hold
younger.
on.
I
I got
feel like it
I got a
depends.
question.
I feel like when you younger and friends and all that shit matter.
I got a
Get
scenario.
to a point where you get older and friends don't even motherfucking
I ain't
matter.
got
But hold
anything.
on.
For me,
Look
when
at-
we
look at
say
this way.
friends, I think
Look
of
at
my
this way.
nieces and them.
How good is that friend if they don't want to see you succeed with the nigga?
What?
Like, what if
If the
like,
dude's not
That
hold
one
on.
nigga does not hold the key to my success. So her
That ain't the
seeing me
point.
succeed,
If
that
the
nigga
if
ain't
the
going-
nigga is not into her clearly, and she
don't give a
could
fuck.
clearly see because you say because there's no nigga, no real nigga here to talk about. But if it's an actual
Okay.
nigga you into, and you like, damn, I can see myself fucking with him. But you like, damn, I don't want to offend my. I don't want to offend my friend. But at what point does your friend
I've
be a
said
friend
no.
to you and be like, nah,
Yeah.
go ahead, because you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he like
I've
you,
said
friend.
no.
Ain't nothing
Huh?
I can do.
I've
he
said
like
no.
you,
What do
friend.
you mean you said no?
I've turned men down. I've been in situations like that. And
No,
I've turned
my
them
point
down.
is, at what point does the friend become your friend and support
And say,
you?
look, friend, I like everybody, but this man really like you.
You supporting
Do that.
her for a nigga don't even like her. But at what point does she be like, you
Like,
know
what
what?
if them niggas really genuinely y'all drinking, he come approach y'all, and then friend be like, damn, friend, even though I like him, that nigga really feeling you.
Right. At
What
what
you gonna
point
do?
does she become your friend?
But I mean, like I said, I've never really been pressed
Again,
for
like
the
I said,
attention.
I feel like it depends on a friend. Being 100 with you, it really depends on a friend. Because you got some friends that is just not even like that. We have them friends, like you said, that like everybody, fuck everybody, do everything. So, bitch, I don't care. And then you have them friends that is not like that and,
And you
may
just wouldn't
genuinely
cross
just
them.
care. And you know that possibly being that way could hurt them. I can't do it.
But to me,
Neither
that-
one of us gonna have that motherfucker. Fuck him. It's another
Shit,
one
listen
somewhere
to
else
this. I had
that
a
you don't know
friend-
about that might
I
like me
literally
or I
had
might
a
like him.
friend
It's not worth it to
who
me.
had a
To
good
me,
nigga,
honestly,
right?
it's
Fair
not
enough,
worth
fair
it.
liked her and everything. They wasn't together no more. Do you know I had a friend who was like,
she said,
who
fuck the
was like
microphone.
clearly like, yes, I'm getting comfortable, right?
Like,
I had a
damn.
friend be like,
Got the
that
whole shot
nigga's
thrown
good
off.
for you. Y'all listening to me? This is
Yeah, go
Catch
ahead.
22.
Go ahead.
And this is the,
Yes.
you know what I'm talking
No, put it back.
No, she's in her zone.
She
You
need to
gotta let
move
her
back
talk.
over.
So listen to
Go
me.
They
ahead.
are one of them mics that clip on her. Then.
They're
Nah, fuck that.
trash.
I moved
Yeah.
too much. I got this shit. Look, so
Take it and hold it.
imagine
You
having
fucking
a
brat.
friend
Okay.
that, all right, let's just say the friend done fulfill all their royals at this point, and now they married.
Right.
And then they have an ex who really feeling you.
Oh yeah.
I had a friend who literally sicked the ex on me like, y'all deserve to be together. This is a union. You should do this.
Wait, break it down for me again.
So that's how good my friend was. Literally, she already done lived her life.
Right.
She knew she was with a couple men, a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? But it just so happened that it's years later,
Right.
decade later, she's
Right.
married.
Right.
And an ex that I mutually knew.
That she used to fuck with.
Yes, literally started feeling me, liking me. And
Right.
the friend was literally like, do that. Go right ahead and do that. I'm going to hook
But
it
she
up.
was married now.
Yeah, and she was
I
just
mean,
like, y'all really good for each
I
other.
will hope that be the
y'all
case,
into
though.
the same
Not me.
things.
I'm a petty bitch. No.
If you married a nigga,
I
how
don't
you
give a
care
fuck,
about your
no.
ex?
Nope. He off
Now, see,
limits.
but that's true.
If
My
you-
friend literally knew first
But
and
I'm
was hooking the
petty.
situation up.
Understand it.
If you marry somebody, how
I
you
know
still worry about
plenty
your
of
exes?
people
That's
like
crazy.
that too. I
And
know
the thing
plenty
is,
of girls.
That's
like
crazy.
that.
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
not.
how I felt
crazy.
about the situation,
Not me.
but
That's crazy.
it ends up being a good thing for a while too. Like let's just say she
And
gave
then-
me a gift.
At
in a
any
way,
point, did it
because-
cause any conflict or any situations between y'all?
No, I actually started thinking my friend, because she started wanting to come. She was like out of state and stuff, and she started wanting to come like sleep and stay the night with us and stuff.
That's tough.
Weird, right? But she started always booking trips, coming down, spending the night. You know what I'm saying? All you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had a friend that actually, when we were kids, we weren't friends, and I was dating a guy, and the guy actually cheated on me with her, right? And we didn't like each other.
The guy
And
cheated
then
on you with your friend?
she became my friend after that. So we knew each other as we was younger, but we wasn't friends when I was dating a guy.
The guy cheated on you with a girl, and you and the girl became friends.
Yes, later on.
All right, go ahead.
Because one of my closest friends is her cousin. So we ended up squashing it. We became very cool. Very, very cool. Like very tight like this, you know?
Right.
And then some years later, years later, like over a decade later. Now it's to the point that me and her got like the closest relationship.
Right.
The guy resurfaces. Her and him start talking in jail. She comes and tells me, like, you know, her and him is planning on kicking it.
Again.
Again.
Oh, this is weird.
And my reaction to it was, I respect it. I respect you for coming to me and telling me this. But from this point on, I can't fuck with you.
How? She fucked him first.
Oh,
no. She cheated. Okay, she was the side joint.
Yep. And I feel like even though when we were,
Okay,
and it
that's
wasn't a
lot.
side joint,
That's
it was
lot.
just a situation that happened. It was a cheat. It was done. It was what I left him alone. I broke up with him.
Right.
Neither one of us ended up messing with.
How'd
messing
y'all
with
become
him.
friends after that?
Through her cousin. That was
Okay.
one of my best friends.
But you knew who the chick was.
I knew her from being around. We grew up in the same neighborhood.
So I'm saying, if you already like, I'm surprised.
Listen,
if
we
you,
grew
if-
up in the same neighborhood. We
Right.
ended up becoming cool. Guys lie. He lied about the situation, was still dealing with me and whatever. That's how he got with her. We both left him alone.
Okay.
Later on, a couple years later, me and her got cool based off of a friend, and we
now
got cool.
she's back
And then
with
me and
him.
her had our own relationship for over a decade with each other. Outside of this man, neither one of us messed with him. Some
So
years.
now she's back with the dude, or
Yeah.
she got back with him, and then now you like fuck her.
No, because she came to me. Yep, I respect her for coming to me and telling me that her and him decided to deal with
But
each
you
other.
can't fuck with her
All
no
respect.
more.
But I can't fuck with her.
That's interesting.
That's it.
Interesting.
You feel me? I'm just a little. I mean, I just feel like it's a loyalty thing because
If it's a
regardless
friend-
of what
Yeah,
happened,
but she's-
listen,
they've already
regardless of what
smashed.
happened prior as kids, the relationship we built after all that bullshit, nothing should be able to come and interfere with that.
All right, but hold on.
Nothing.
Hold on.
I wouldn't do that.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
But hold on, is it interfering, or are you letting it interfere?
To me, it's a loyalty thing. So now I feel like, and I'm gonna tell you,
But this
because
is a
I
nigga
could
from
be,
how long ago? 10 years
listen,
ago?
I could be a petty bitch,
Yeah,
but
here's
it
the
makes me
thing.
feel like
If it's a
any
friend, I
nigga
think
I'm
it
done
is that
fucking
friend.
with
You see how I
is
keep
you
being
can
all
fuck
over
with.
her like this? That's this friend.
They can't
Yes.
hear you.
If I'm just saying, if this is the friend, you see how bro, these two was like this.
I don't-
Yes.
Sleeping over each other's
Fine.
house, eating food.
It don't
cars.
matter. So
Yeah,
here's
that do
nah,
matter.
but hold on. Here's the
Kids
issue.
got moms
Here's the
out
issue.
this bitch.
Here's the issue. This
If
this-
she
this-
was the last one with him, and this nigga come back in the picture decades later, and we fly as fuck, best friends right hand, and bitch, you done start sneaking with this nigga. You come telling me because you think you smoothing the icing on the cake so it don't be too bad.
It's 10 years later.
It's over 10 years later. But the point I'm making is that makes me feel like any nigga
hear all
I
that.
fuck with.
It's doing like this.
If you would
Fix
sit the
it.
fuck still.
Look, it's
You
doing
gotta
this.
pause it because
She said pause. We can't pause live. That's that do say.
no, but like I was
Continue.
saying, to me it just makes me feel like any guy I dealt with in my past, you would probably try to fuck with. If I break up with my ex and we done for a year, you might try to fuck with him too. Like I just don't trust situations like that with females. And for me, it's better to humbly walk away than fake be your friend. Like I'm cool with it because I'm not cool with it because I would never do that to you.
But what are you doing to the person is the question.
I would never fuck with nobody I knew she fucked with.
Why? Why not?
I just wouldn't.
But why?
You want to know why?
You're
It's too
making
many-
the- you're making the
for a
principle up.
woman, for a man, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all fuck with friends, cousins, aunts, sisters,
No,
brothers.
listen,
y'all
I-
don't give a shit.
I
For a woman
would
to show
say I
another
speak
woman
from her
loyalty,
position, I agree, but until that last situation I just
but
told
she
you
made
about.
it okay.
Right.
If she would have told
And
you
I
she was
think
uncomfortable
let me
with it,
tell
how would you
something.
have dealt with it?
But to be honest, I was skeptical for a while because I feel like this is the thing. I do music, right? And the person is a producer. So that she started seeing us everywhere because we was both signed to the same label, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it almost got her like, what if these two
Sneaking, yeah.
So let me just, they are good. And I almost felt like he might have said it at the time too, because he's that bold. Like, I want both of you. I want to do this together.
Yeah.
And have threesome. You know what I'm saying? But I think in the beginning, I felt like she was just saying it to clear it if it happens.
My
Yeah,
thing
to
is,
make herself be
but
okay
my
with it.
issue is my whole thing was the 10-year thing. It's 10 years ago. Why do you still care?
But Queen,
That's what I'm worried about.
if she would have been uncomfortable with it, would you have done it?
No,
Okay.
I would
But
not have.
I'm saying 10
I was
years.
very uncomfortable
But
doing
why
it,
wouldn't you be
period,
cool
for a
with it
long
if
time
10
because I'm
years
like,
go
this shit
by?
weird.
What's-
Because
know
you
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
understand it because you're a man. And you don't
10
give a fuck where you
years?
For
stick
me,
your
with
dick
your
at.
situation, if I could say anything,
I felt like we was too
I
close
hope
for
this
that.
shit don't get you in no trouble, but some of your niggas is always your niggas. You know what I'm saying? They always yours. You know your niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's
But
where
I feel like we was too close for that.
that's what I'm saying. With us, some of our niggas is always our niggas. She could pull up on that nigga. I've seen her pull up on that nigga and
Oh,
be like,
shit.
even though she ain't with him, like, let me get this, I need this.
So
you know?
hold on. That changes everything. My point is this. If you fuck a nigga when you was in fucking 12th grade, now nobody can fuck him that you know?
Yeah, it's not like they didn't
That's how it
communicate or
sounds.
nothing. No, her and that boy are friends.
That's different.
It's a communication
If y'all still
level.
cool, if you and the nigga
He's
still
in a
cool,
family.
that ain't how she painted the story. She painted it as like, all right, this nigga fuck out of here now. Me and his girl
I
friends.
mean,
Now
in her mind, it
10
might
years
have been
later.
her detachment from the connection.
My-
but it's not like they wasn't in the same circumference. You know, what's
No,
up? Can I get something? I need this for the kids.
but there was the
Am I
detachment wasn't
right
completely
or wrong?
there. Clearly.
You're kind of wrong, but it's all right.
I feel like I'm right. I feel like I seen y'all
He's
still
always
communicating all that
He's
time.
always been a friend of the family forever.
But
So
bro.
that's
listen, what
that
I'm saying
changes
is-
everything.
I feel like he never stopped with that. Tweety was his boo, and anything
But that
she pulls
changes
up and
the
say
thing.
he's doing,
My
and
point
I've
is,
seen it
you
recently
said
and didn't
that-
see that
Oh,
person
okay.
with him.
I get what you're saying.
You
He's
said-
saying if it was just somebody you slept with in
Right.
12th grade.
You said
I
any.
didn't know.
She said any nigga
No.
that she
No,
fuck
it was
with,
a
nobody
history.
can fuck.
It was
It's
a long history.
That's different.
It was like first boyfriend history. If I'm
Like you made it seem like
Yes.
you fuck with him and
Yeah.
then you ain't talked to that nigga ever since
no,
then.
this was
Nah.
first boyfriend.
It's a whole
Boyfriend.
different
All
story.
the family accepted.
Yeah.
All the family say that's cuzzo. Still to this day, that's my cuzzo.
Well, that's different. Then this nigga still around.
That's not your cousin.
It's not your cousin, right? That's
Now I
what.
just living in brother and niggas in my house. They cuss. Like the niggas for me and everything because of your ass. You
All right,
feel me?
wrap this shit up. Queen won't stand still.
I got shit in me now. I got
She
shit
done
in
gave her
me.
that liquid juice.
I don't even drink. You see what I'm saying?
Nigga,
Once
you-
I get this,
liquid.
it's
That's
a wrap.
the bottle you bought.
Man, ain't nothing in this juice, man. If y'all ain't never seen me
Then
do
why
a
she over there
sober,
acting
I'm
like that?
sober
Like she
today.
acted.
Queen don't drink.
I don't drink. That's why
don't
you see
drink.
when I be all focused and over here, where I done start getting hot and
Queen,
shit.
Queen do a little twist, but that's it.
I don't even fucking smoke, but I don't.
That's what
Feel
she
me?
do.
It's legal. It's legal.
Anyway,
That shit make me paranoid. You
It's
got
legal. She be like,
I
shit
can-
coming, I can't think right. I'm gonna fail the test. I'll be like, you ain't smoke with me no more, Cletus. You ain't smoke.
that. Crying.
Yeah, liquor, that shit, because I don't like things that take over my body.
Ooh, I like to take over my body.
Don't take over my body, because if I
Alright.
can't represent what I'm doing and stand doing it at the time, and then when I don't want to take
I
the
just
next
wake
day,
up like
it has
Jamie
to be
Foxx
like-
made a song about it. Blame it on the alcohol.
blame it on the wrap the shit up.
All right, shit.
We don't want to leave
All right,
y'all
y'all.
today. We don't want to leave.
We gonna wrap it up because
Damn.
brother with a camera said so.
All
We love y'all. Thank y'all.
right,
Tune
so
in,
that's
tap
it.
in, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
We appreciate you. Again,
All
it's
the
your
newcomers.
girl, Barbie Doll Diva, your girl.
Sheep queen.
What the fuck?
Queen.
Brother,
With a camera behind the motherfucking camera.
as always, we love y'all. Until next time.
And we apologize for being late, but we.
Oh, we was late. I forgot to say that.
We be
But
on
it's
time
all right.
next
But
And
we
we
love
gonna
y'all.
drop late for y'all. And talk nice in them
All right, we
comments.
outta here.
Talk
We
nice
outta
to
here.
us, y'all.